welcome back to this episode of Nonsense. I am the host, F and Bob, still here, still doing the same old nonsense podcasting and shit. And still here with the co-host, Henvincible.
What's good, y'all? You already know who it is. Podcast Poppy, Dreadlock Tanjiro, Chi-Town Yonko, and Emperor of the Sea.
All right. That's fine. That's what the scrolling ticker is for, to list the last few of the last 6, 7, 8 of them. There's 12 total now. So many of them.
It takes a little longer for these to all go through, so.
Is it still scrolling?
Yes, no, it's still going.
That's fucking fun.
And there's the last one.
I still don't know what the ones you added up.
Oh, you'll see them later. It's nothing bad. It's just I picked through some other AKs that you said over time, some that Crazy have mentioned, and I'm just start collecting them over and over again. I want to get it to the point where I would like it for an entire episode. That motherfucker just doesn't stop scrolling.
Also, a hint fail.
So, how was your week last week or weekend or whatever?
My weekend was cool. The fuck did I do Friday? Friday I did my usual family gathering. Yesterday I didn't do anything. Oh, yesterday I co-hosted a stream event with my homie.
Nice.
He had his finale stream of the month.
Okay.
Yeah, because each month is like a different. He runs a online like a live RPG in the chat.
Oh.
So each month is a chapter, and yesterday was the finale of the chapter, and it was like their WrestleMania or their like pay-per-view.
Okay.
So like the different factions in the RPG go up against each other.
That's decent. Yeah. I like that. Was that That's not CJ, is it?
Yeah, my guy Sensei CJ.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I watch him on occasions. On occasions, not that I don't like him, just I don't have time. Like I was saying before, my tunnel for consuming content is so fucking narrow now. It's just and it doesn't even make sense when you if you ever watch the people I watch, you're and none of this shit's adds up. And I'm no, because it's the only pockets I can get of each individual. Yeah. And it's just all right, that's all I'm consuming for the year. And after that, I'm done with all of this. I don't have fucking time, dude.
Yeah, I feel you on that for sure.
That's all. I'm trying to get back into anime again, but it's just one of those things where I don't have time. But I want to rewatch the entirety of Dragon Ball for the simple fact that people have been bringing up arguments and shit about Dragon Ball that I'm I know the lore well enough to know the answer, and I don't remember it cleanly anymore.
Don't piss me off, but sure. Shoot.
So one person had mentioned the fact that during the future Trunks whole timeline shouldn't have made sense for the simple fact of why didn't they wish everybody back? And I'm well, for sure they killed Piccolo, so there's no Earth Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
So then they were well, why didn't they use the Namekian Dragon Balls? And I'm well, no one on Earth knew anybody on Namek except for Gohan. And that's not to say that they could easily have gotten in contact with him, because Gohan doesn't know how to use telepathy like everybody else does.
No, and if they would have used a ship, they just would have got shot out the sky.
Yeah, no, been dead easy.
Yeah.
Then they were well, what about Goku? Why didn't Goku contact Dende? Because Goku has contacted Dende before.
Yeah, but then Goku died before the androids got there.
Before the androids got there, but he would have. But they're saying, why didn't he contact them from
heaven? From
King Kai? Because everybody at King Kai's planet has always contacted them. Contacted Earth, no problem.
Huh.
And they all contacted. Remember, Yamcha, Tien, and all of them contacted Goku and Piccolo on Earth, on Namek, the first time they went to Namek. So there's no excuse behind that. So I'm damn, there's a good reason. The only thing I can think of why they didn't do it, and that's my only logical reasoning. I know they fucked up this whole phraseology before, but before, when you got wished back, you had to preserve the body. So they immediately had to preserve the body to wish you back, because you weren't just being brought back, you were going back to your body.
Yeah.
So that was one thing, but they kind of got rid of that because most of the time niggas was getting disintegrated.
Yeah.
So, and they were still wishing people back, so that's not accurate anymore.
Well, it's not accurate because... So they do explain that. It's not accurate. That rule was taken out because since then they've revised the Dragon Balls.
Right.
Like, no, I mean like in show revives.
Yeah, no,
like,
I know that. Yeah.
Kami or whoever will make a new set, and each time they
Change the rules and stuff like that. So again, why couldn't they do it with the Namekian Dragon Balls? Because there's almost no hindrance with the Namekian Dragon Balls. They can do pretty much anything but immortality at this point.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So the only thing I could think of,
Because
and I don't think they got rid of this rule yet, you're not allowed to wish anybody back multiple times with Dragon Ball still. Because even when Goku came back for Majin Buu, they didn't wish him back.
He gave up his life.
The Grand Kai gave up his life.
Well, that would be it. Yeah, that kind of does sum it up because Piccolo had died before and got wished back on Namek. Vegeta had died on Namek. Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, all of them.
You're right. That was their first time being wished back, so they wouldn't be able to get a second one.
They wouldn't be able to get a second one. And then the only person that would be able to be wished back would be Gohan. But they wouldn't have time to go back because they get shot down.
And on top of the fact, what's the point of wishing back Gohan?
They could have brought back Gohan after they cleaned up the androids, though.
Yeah, so that they could have done.
They
but
could
again,
have wished back Gohan.
Well, yeah, I guess, it would have been nice to bring back Gohan, because I was going to say there's honestly no point in bringing back Gohan, because he would just gotten his ass kicked consistently.
They could have trained.
True enough, yeah.
Because they did reveal in the Super manga that Trunks trained with the Supreme Kai.
Yeah, because he ended up fighting Majin Buu himself.
Yeah, he fought Buu. Well, no, I think he prevented Buu.
No, he fought Fat Buu.
He fought. No, I think he wasn't it like Deborah and them, and then he
fought
prevented
Deborah.
Buu.
I don't, because
that was in the manga.
It was in the manga, and it literally was in Dragon Ball Kakarot too.
They put that detail in Kakarot.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, no, I actually remember. I think that's where it ended. Is you fighting Deborah. So I don't remember per se.
So I think he did prevent Buu.
So he might have actually prevented Buu, but I could have sworn he fought Buu too, but I don't remember.
But yeah, they could have brought Gohan back.
Yeah, no, there's no excuse to not bring Gohan back.
How would that would involve Goku getting in contact with Trunks. Telepathy, like through.
And
telepathy.
he didn't. I think you have to know the person to contact them too.
He really no.
He didn't know Gohan.
No, King Kai can connect to whoever. I think.
Yeah, but I thought the person who's speaking with has to know him too.
No, I think King Kai can connect to whoever because then he connected to Gohan. I don't know. I think.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
King Kai can
Goku,
connect
the person that he's talking, who's actually think of
the medium between
right, because King Kai is
Goku has to know the other person.
The other person, yeah.
I don't remember. That's funny. I'm not too. You think I would be more knowledgeable about King Kai's power sets than the cosplay? But yeah, no, I don't think King Kai had bounds. I think they just didn't.
They just didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just didn't. They could have brought back Gohan, but that's the only person.
Right. No, they could have brought back Vegeta. Vegeta only died. Well, no, that would have been a second death.
Yeah.
So wait, is it 2 times you can be brought back, or 2 deaths you can't be brought back from?
I think you can only be brought back. You can be wished back once with the original Dragon Ball rules.
And then but the new balls you can be brought back. The Namekian balls
they
can
didn't
be brought
get a
back
chance.
twice.
I don't think they got a chance to do the second ones because
They would have done it on
those.
Namek. Then they made a second set on Namek.
I'm talking about the Earth balls now.
Yeah, no,
they
that's
wouldn't
what
have
I'm
been
saying.
able to because then they didn't get a chance to make those because
He wasn't there. But what I'm saying is, then they made
nobody
a
got
set.
a chance to go get Dende.
But what I'm saying is,
Goku died.
then they made a set when he was on Namek before he moved over.
I don't think so. I think wait.
Or why wouldn't
because they had a new elder,
Right.
Mori.
That's true.
Mori made their balls, not Dende.
So then, even then, so why wouldn't they just use whatever balls they made on Namek? Because they would have had an elder set regardless.
I don't think they would have had anybody to communicate.
True.
Because Goku didn't call Trunks, and Trunks had no way to.
Right.
I don't even think. Well, no, Bulma and Trunks don't even know where it is because New Namek moved.
I thought it was just on the moon.
No, they chose a completely different planet after Namek blew up.
No, but what I'm saying, I thought they just moved. New Namek was the moon.
No.
Oh shit! See, that's it.
They found a new planet Namek.
No, they wished for a new planet.
Yeah, they wished. Yeah,
Right.
they wished for a new planet Namek and then went there.
Okay.
But they don't. But I don't think Bulma and Trunks knew where that was.
Well, wouldn't they? Because Trunks wouldn't have, but I thought Bulma went to New Namek.
Bulma went to original Namek. I don't know if New Namek was in the exact same place.
It could have been. That's all fucking timeline shit.
Yeah.
Everything's always different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just chalk it up to this, and this is an easy answer to everything.
The only person they could have brought back in that instance is Gohan.
Yeah. So that's the only person that would have been, if they follow in the same rules, Gohan would have been only one, and he would have got his ass kicked if they brought him back too early. So it's kind of pointless either way. Because they were saying, why build a time machine instead of wishing people back? And
because you didn't have a Namekian to update the rules.
Right. So
also, even if they did go get a new Namekian from the new planet,
right.
There's no necessarily telling one that nigga with no English or Japanese.
They all knew
or whatever.
English.
But there's no telling if the lookout is still in full condition to where they even have the dragon statue to make new balls.
But what I'm saying is they could have just used the Namekian dragon on Namek.
Yes, but eventually they would need to bring a Namekian there to make new Earth balls. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess that.
Since we're on Dragon Ball, are you caught up to the manga or no?
No, not even a little bit.
Well, they did a tie-in with the Super movie.
Yeah, I heard that was going to be a thing.
So it is. They meet Dr. Hedo before the timeline of the movie. They're the reason why he's in jail at the beginning of the movie.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then the events of the movie play out.
Okay. So, and this is my only thing with Dragon Ball in general. And I'm glad that they're doing it now. But why did it take so long? And why are they still retroactively fucking up shit that I enjoyed? I enjoyed the fact that they take movies and then make them canon now.
Now, yeah.
But there's a lot of shit that were in previous movies, and I still don't understand why isn't some form of canon.
No.
I don't know why they...
Because Akira Toriyama wasn't working on them. That's why.
So?
That's it.
But some of them, I don't see why they didn't incorporate.
Well, they are incorporated now by updating them. That's why we got a new Broly.
Yeah,
so
no, the new Broly I get.
In the canon.
So, yeah, that was easy.
They might be making...
I still think Garlic Jr. was a great fucking character that they just kind of...
very much loved Garlic Jr. and his arc and his movie.
Right, both were great. And they just completely wiped those out. They wiped those out with Kai. So that was well after that they wiped it out. Well, even when they made
a
canon.
I don't fuck with Kai because they also wiped out Pycon, and Pycon is my nigga.
Exactly. And I have no idea why they got rid of Pycon. That was such an unnecessary wipeout.
Well, it wasn't it was because they weren't in the manga.
So they were great characters.
Yeah, but Kai was Kai was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Right. You know what? I'll put it this way. Kai is the Tom Holland of Spider-Mans. That's what it is. As this motherfucker thinks his shit is so perfect that nice shit that's been made aside of it just can't be canon whatsoever. That's how I feel about it. I'm not saying that Kai's wrong. I'm just saying, like, look, we get it.
I'm saying Kai's wrong, and I'm saying you're wrong. Okay. Yeah, you and Kai are wrong.
How am I wrong?
Because how the fuck you just know that's how Holland... I'm not doing this with you.
What I'm saying, because what I'm saying is Tom Holland had literally said that any version that is not his Spider-Man doesn't exist. Those were his words, not mine.
In the MCU, they do now.
Well, what I'm saying,
they didn't then.
No, he was saying in general. He's saying there should be no other Spider-Man, because when Spider-Verse came out, he got upset.
Because they was like, why the fuck you ain't call me?
Because using your fucking argument from last time, you're an actor, you're not a voice actor. Get the fuck out of the way. This ain't your shit.
That was the decision they went with.
And I think the Spider-Verse was a much better story told and much better movie.
So you're gonna go see Mario?
No, I'm not. But I also don't like Tom Holland's Spider-Man at all either. So I went both routes. I don't like either. I think the Spider-Verse holds true to Dragon Ball. I'm just saying.
And you decided to take a Spider-Man pop shot.
Look, man.
Anyway.
And matter of fact, I'm finna take a heavy fucking shot today. Because not only, you're not finna gaslight me 2 weeks in a row.
Dragon Ball.
No, nigga, because you gaslit me last fucking recording.
I don't even know what that means.
You're trying to gaslight me this fucking episode. No, I'm trying.
Define it.
For the simple fact that
Use it in a definition.
I'm saying is, you're taking shit that I'm saying, and then you're fucking co-signing in one half, and then defend it, and then you're gonna go on the opposite side.
That's the definition.
Yeah,
of
that's literally what gaslighting is. You're looking at me and just be like, man, I didn't say that. You literally did the fucking Rick James. You're like, I didn't say that. Yeah, I said that. But we ain't talking about that right now. Like, no, nigga, what I'm saying is I was just making a nice little go from here to over here, something that I do consistently. And you're just like, but we're not talking about that right now. And then you're going to also discount the entire fucking sentence that I just said. So, no, that's some gaslighting ass shit. You did that shit last record. I'm not finna let you gaslight me 2 fucking sessions in a row, dude. You said that. And Kelly even said it after, as I'm editing the episode. It's like, this nigga literally just said that you were bullying him for listening to Lupe and Wu-Tang in high school. But, yeah, no, shoot your shit, man. Talk shit. No, you literally just gaslit me a whole fucking episode, whole half of a fucking episode. I'm not having that shit 2 fucking episodes in a row, nigga. This nigga's just sitting there watering down arguments because they don't line up with his fucking views. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a secondary sign that his views are some bullshit. That's what the fuck I'm finna put up. This nigga's just straight sitting here in my house, my studio, in front of my mics and gonna gaslight the fuck out of me. Like I'm fucking crazy. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
First of all, can we edit? Because we don't need motherfuckers knowing that that's a definition of gaslighting. Secondly, what? No, I'm not gaslighting you. I hold you to your shit take across the board. I want you to be fucking across the board if you got a shit take, just like I am. You hold me to the fucking fire. I'm not. So if you saying it one thing, it's ass over there too.
But what I'm saying is you didn't say what you didn't see again. Gaslighting that shit. You didn't say my take was bad.
Nigga, are we dating? Stop saying that word to me.
No. They ain't got shit to do with it. That shit ain't got shit to do with dating, motherfucker.
It's triggering because that's that bitch saying.
Maybe common denominator is the nigga that's gaslighting. I'm just saying.
Just got that studio.
All I'm saying, nigga, is a common denominator. If 2 niggas call you a gaslighter, maybe.
The fuck? You call me an emotional terrorist next to?
You might be, nigga. I don't know. I haven't had that happen to me yet. But all I'm saying is you did it twice and you're trying to do it again.
I'm not. Oh my God. I don't even know what the definition is. I had to ask you.
No, I have no problem 100% defending my takes. Some of my takes may be right or wrong, but they're my takes, and I stand by them ever since. But what I'm saying is a quick comparison of what Kai is and how they operated it to how Tom Holland felt about Spider-Man is not a fucking wild take. And then not only did you discredit how I felt about Tom Holland real fast.
It is a wild take when I know what you're doing because of an episode that we can't even put out. What do you mean? You're doing that's bullshit. You know that because it's a callback to some shit that we can't show them.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm saying because if it was a callback and they didn't understand it, I'm explaining to them right now. Tom Holland, for the second time in this episode, mind you, I'm saying Tom Holland said that his Spider-Man is the only Spider-Man. Fuck anybody else. He didn't like Spider-Verse. He didn't like PS4 Spider-Man. He said anything Spider-Man related goes through me. This nigga thought he was the kingpin of Spider-Man.
Well,
In the same sense of now saying...
Instead of holding you to that, I'm going to tell you why it's a bad fucking false positive.
Okay.
It's false parallel. 1, Kai and DragonBall were produced by the same fucking studio. They were not saying fuck you to the other one. So that's already not what you're saying about Tom Holland. They only did that because there are purists that say, no, we don't want that filler shit. Even though Dragon Ball Z, pretty fucking good filler. And what the fuck does Spider-Man got to do with Dragon Ball? It's the third point.
So here's...
Like, God damn it. That's not gaslighting. This what the fuck? Apples and oranges is what I was saying.
Yeah, it's all I'm saying. It was just a parallel. So here's the reason why I'm saying it is an exact no difference. It's no different because of the simple fact that does Akira Toriyama own Dragon Ball?
Yes.
Correct. He had to have, weirdly enough, licensed his IP to have movies created, correct? He had to have signed off of it somewhere.
Indeed.
Somebody in the company had to say, hey, here's the characters. Here's the money. Here's whatever you need to make.
Indeed, and he's even gone further as offering like suggestions for character designs.
So in the same sense, you're gonna say like, yeah, I had a hand in it, but now all of a sudden I don't like it. There's a plethora of fans that like it and enjoy it.
All right, so I do have a supplemental reason why, and it's not about studios or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Akira Toriyama, for as good as he is, everybody talks about his fucking continuity. Everybody talks about his fucking continuity. So I'm already bad with timeline placement. You are the main one that's talking about how these niggas still ain't got to Oob after a
I can get that. Which is fine because he's already written that shit off as well. He's already said that shit didn't exist.
It does exist. We just ain't got there yet, timeline-wise.
Okay, all right.
He's not increasing the time that passed. He's just putting more events in
between. Right, okay.
It's just... Oh, yeah, he don't remember where the fuck shit would go. So that's why he's taking it and remaking it and telling you where it goes.
Right.
Now I'm putting this in a place. All of this happened in the time where y'all asked me what the fuck happened during this time anyway. Because you're like, oh, just 7 years and all just they trained. Okay, so now I'm padding it out. And that shit that was cool, that would be cool to use now, I'm going to go back.
All right.
We might, might get a cooler movie now that is canon.
So here's my issue with that setup. And it's very simplistic. None of his timeline works in general. Like, his timeline is so skewed.
Really, no.
So if you're gonna, for the sake of argument,
but because he is trying to fix it, and he's not the main one in charge anymore. There's a lot of shit
that is, no matter what he says, is still bad continuity.
Okay, wait.
There's a lot of small things that motherfuckers is like, this don't add up. You can't do this.
Yes.
And he's already just said too damn bad. I already did it.
There's a vital part that I missed. Most of the shit where, as far as like timeline correction, isn't being handled by Toriyama.
So then, how about shut the fuck up and leave it alone?
Because he did pick a successor, and his successor is doing the heavy lifting
right
now.
I get that.
So I feel like the successor is the one going back and making sure of placements because of the complaints that people have with Akira.
And again, I'm not mad at it now. What I'm saying is retroactively you've already discounted
retroactively shit. It's been shit.
It's been a fucking mess.
Yes.
And what I'm saying is, how about instead of arguing that none of this shit existed, just say, hey, all he had to say was they're just non-canon movies. Don't worry about it. Motherfuckers.
That's what I said.
But what I'm saying is he's wiping it and then redoing it. And that's where I have a problem. I like the Broly. The original Broly movie was just fine. If you said it was not canon and it's just Broly doesn't exist, then we could all sit here and say that's cool. We had a Broly. He doesn't exist and it's fine. But then to retroactively make a new Broly, it's just like, wait a minute. But you already had a Broly and you changed it.
It was a worse Broly though.
No, I'm not finna have that argument with you either. OG Broly is better.
It was not. I'm not talking about quality of movie. I'm talking about quality of character.
The quality of character
of character, Broly was shit.
No.
Broly could not talk. He was just a fucking energy being.
And you know what? A lot of motherfuckers preferred it. A lot of motherfuckers. I don't need every character to have a 6-piece fucking story and arc. I just need every once in a while for somebody to show up, whoop everybody's ass as Broly did, and then get killed somehow. That's cool.
Telling you,
I don't need Frieza to come back 6 fucking times with new different forms. This nigga said it was his final form in fucking Z. This nigga's gotten 2 more fucking forms.
Because he's never trained before.
Okay, well,
he was as strong as Z because he was born that strong.
Too fucking bad. He was dead. Let him be dead. It's over with. Get a new nigga. Nobody asked for Frieza to come back again. The one time here's the only time a motherfucker asked for Frieza to come back, when he seen Cooler, and Cooler had a separate form after that so-called final form. And we're like, yo, that's weird. How come Frieza didn't get that one? Maybe mention it, maybe clarify, oh, this is why Frieza didn't get that form. And a lot of motherfuckers will be like, Man, that sucks. We never got to see that with Frieza. Oh well. Just like we said, oh well with fucking Broly originally. Just like we said, oh well with BoJack, which I still don't understand why BoJack's not a fucking canon story. Because that was placed fucking perfectly.
That's the only one that could really be.
And they're still just like, nah. Because you know why? Because they fucked up Gohan. They fucked Gohan up so goddamn bad.
Gohan up by making him too cool and then making him
too
after
ass.
that movie.
So that's where they fucked up because there was no reason.
I'm not gonna lie. That's partially a great movie because Gohan is so fucking cool.
Exactly, and they ruined him multiple times. So not only did you have a great Gohan, you brought back Future Trunks when he was still a shit. Long hair, dope ass Trunk was still a shit. Yeah. All the other characters were still on point. Nobody was slacking yet. I think they still kind of half-ass Vegeta, but that's the meme of every Dragon Ball movie is Vegeta gets kind of pissed on. That's kind of the joke. That's fucking fine. I've lived with it.
Another reason why I'm glad Toyotaro took over. Fucking Vegeta gets respect now.
He ain't got the respect I expected yet, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to continue to hold my breath until I see Vegeta get some legit respect. That's all I'm saying.
That new form was pretty good.
I'm not saying Ultra Ego's nice, but again, if the lore makes sense the way it's supposed to.
He has to get beat up.
No. It's no matter what, he still will be weaker than Goku by a good chunk of space. Because angels are much stronger than gods of destruction by a long shot. It's not even close. So you, again, force-fed Vegeta a fucking form that will never come close to surpassing Goku.
But they are... Yes, but they are now positioned as equals.
For now.
Not even as equals.
For now, though.
Technically, as far as power, Vegeta is stronger.
But again, it's for now until the form itself
for now
is going to severely surpass what he can do with Ultra Ego.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make a damn difference. Unless they just somehow retroactively limit how far Goku can go.
But
which they've never done.
Not the main character, though.
Yeah, no shit. I'm not expecting them to be fucking the new main character. I'm just saying either keep them equals or keep them close.
I'm glad we keep... Well, no. Yeah,
They've never kept Vegeta close to Goku. Goku's always been...
In Super, they are a lot...
They are closer.
Closer than they've ever been.
But they're still not close.
And now you can make the argument that in the... Where we last saw both of them, they're either equal or Vegeta's a little bit above.
Again, and that's...
he should have with a new fucking form debut, though.
But my thing is, it's the problem. The problem is, it's always Goku's this much further ahead, then he'll crawl back up, and then by the time he gets real close, then that's exactly when they give Goku some new bullshit ass form, some new bullshit ass training montage, and then he skyrockets past them again. It's never close enough where they can have a legit one-on-one where you're just like, I don't know who's gonna win. Yeah. It's good for now. Give Goku 2 more episodes or another fucking book, and it's not gonna be close again. No matter what Vegeta does, he'll never catch the fuck up. And I'm fine with it, but all I'm asking for is keeping him a little fucking closer. That's all I was ever asking for. Put some respect on the nigga's name. He is the fucking Prince of All Saiyans. Technically the King of All Saiyans, but we all prefer the Prince of All Saiyans. There's a enormous...
Have you still not seen the Super movie?
I've seen enough of it where I understand what's going on.
How do you feel about Broly being where he is?
I'll give you 2 half-ass answers.
And they did give us blue balls because they alluded to something that they did not follow through on yet.
Yeah.
Which is Broly versus Beerus.
Yeah.
Beerus ducked the smoke a little bit in the movie.
A little bit.
They ducked the smoke a little bit for the sake of the planet they own.
Right. So here's the only reason why. I'm iffy on it, and I already touched on it. I just don't like new Broly as much compared to old Broly. But as continuity for a story, it's all right. I just don't know how I feel because I don't...
They could not have old Broly be a member of the main cast.
No. That's kind of why I liked him. He wasn't... For once, they had a Saiyan that was, I don't know, on the other side. They had to contend with a Saiyan. Huh? Turles again, too, yeah. But Turles was Tree of Might. That was before, I think...
That was before Super Saiyan, but goddamn, Goku got his ass
He
worked.
did. He definitely did.
Goku got fucking worked.
I was trying to remember, was that before Kaioken or not? That was...
No, I think he did Kaioken.
He did do Kaioken, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and again, Talking about continuity, they fucking ruined
Yeah,
Kaioken.
you should not have Kaioken in that movie.
No, and that movie was fine. I didn't mind the sense of him having Kaioken. I mean, in long term, they ruined Kaioken. I'm a big fan of Kaioken. I thought that was one of his best techniques. But I don't like the fact that they are allowing him to mix it with Super Saiyan, which I think is blasphemous.
That was filler.
Is it canon, though?
No.
So then why does the form still exist in
Filler.
video games and all that other shit?
Because the filler exists.
Nah, fuck out of here.
That was only done.
So then where's fucking Turles? I don't see him in any of the games. I like Turles.
Turles does get put in games.
He's been put in one game.
No, he's not. He was in Tenkaichi. He was in the Raging Blast series.
Was he in the Raging Blast series?
He's in the Xenoverse series.
I didn't know he was in Xenoverse. I don't play Xenoverse.
He was part of the Xenoverse story, like main storyline.
Get the fuck out of here.
It was him, Lord Slug, and some other people. And like the main villains grabbed them from their history and gave them power-ups.
I can fuck with that thing. Because Lord Slug was another great villain that I feel like they underused.
But yeah, Turles is...
But Xenoverse is one of those... That whole game is literally just uncanon canon, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, 50-50 on that, too.
I mean, they haven't come... I mean, they was not going to put him in Kakarot. Although they might, since they're doing movies now.
Yeah, they should have. I think...
But what was the last Dragon Ball Z game before this? The Super game for Switch? He was in there.
Was he? I didn't play it.
He had mad cards.
I didn't...
He got him and his Great Ape.
Good. Because I fucks with
They got his Great Ape in Tenkaichi 3.
Yeah. Well, they had a Rayleigh in fucking Tenkaichi 3.
I want Tenkaichi 4. Fuck all this Xenoverse shit.
I'm 50-50 on the Tenkaichi. And it's not that I don't want to make another Tenkaichi. It's just... No, it's just for the simple fact that 3 was leaps and bounds as the most perfect Dragon Ball game that ever existed. If they touch that series again, they're going to find some way to fuck it up.
Blast
Yeah, no, I think that's why... And I'm fine with that. Like, when you make solid gold... Just leave it there. Don't touch it. Don't do anything else with it. Just leave it there and be happy for it.
The modding community have taken care of Tenkaichi.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not against it.
I don't have
like
a good
modding.
enough computer to check out the modding shit. I would like.
How so? It's a PS2 era mod. I've done
Man,
PS2 mods on my fucking Surface.
I'd be skeptical, bro. My shit be moving slow sometimes. I've had it since 2018 though. So
yeah, you should be able to pull it off. Possibly. I don't know. Because I haven't perfected the PS2 mod on my shit yet, but I don't see why not.
But yeah. So I no, because now we get to see more Broly moving forward. I like Broly having a personality and dialogue.
Yeah, again, that's what I said. I'm not against it. I'm not hating new Broly. I'm just saying I have a preference.
And if they fuck around and give him a mold plus the green hair and this nigga get even stronger, oh my God.
But my thing is for the sake of old head fans, just give him a moment where he's untouchable. That's all I'm asking for. That's what I loved of Broly.
I mean, they gave me, I got that from the movie. When that nigga whooped Frieza for 30 minutes straight.
Yeah, but
and then when he was trying to fight Whis and Whis was ducking his shit, that shit, oh.
But again, did you watch the original Broly movie? Recently. I'm just saying recently because I watched it again recently.
Yes.
And I forgot
to the point where that nigga like the best moment in that to me was when he killed his dad.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
And that motherfucker and threw that shit to the sun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. There's a level
But that's also was like DLC. I completely forgot the nigga was coherent enough to say that. One sentence. I forgot he was coherent enough.
Yeah, no, he was very coherent most of that movie. They ruined him. He becomes incoherent once he goes to legendary form.
Yes.
Which is, funnily enough, how Saiyan versions work. Is as soon as you hit Super Saiyan, you're supposed to be just unreasonable.
Yeah.
Goku was the only one. That's what made his Super Saiyan so much better was he was almost conscious. Yeah. But if you, again, watch the original series again, he snapped multiple times to people that he cared about. He told Gohan, get the fuck out of here, pretty much. And he wasn't even talking to him. He fucking stared Frieza down 6 times over. I'm like, goddamn, that was beautiful.
Super Saiyan is a form that comes from anger.
Right.
Like,
and that's
for the Universe 6.
Yeah, exactly, which I won't discuss anymore either.
But I want to see them too. I want to see Kaba, Kale, and Caulifla again.
Yeah, no, I'm not knocking any of them. I'm just saying, and that I can give to universal shifts in their sense of just like the way that they describe their Super Saiyan is different. and fine.
That
and again, it's not, mind you, it's not from anger. They just said it was strong desire and necessity. Whenever strong desire and necessity is what transition, they just assumed it was anger. Yeah. But either way, damn, this is a full ass Dragon Ball episode, isn't it? Let me finish this thought before I get too far. Again, not knocking any of the super people. They're fine. I'm not knocking Super Broly either. All I'm saying is I prefer the Broly where, and I'm only speaking of first movie Broly. The two after that were fucking. Maybe the second one was decent. Bio Broly was ridiculous.
I enjoy Bio Broly. I will put Bio Broly on and like have it in the background.
Okay. And I'm not saying it was bad.
I ain't gonna pick. Now, if I'm doing like a Dragon Ball movie marathon, I might put it in the front to get it over with, or put it in the like. I'm not gonna put it at the end.
No,
I might slip it. I'm either gonna play it at the beginning or slip it in the middle between better movies.
Right.
But I'm not gonna exclude it.
No, I wouldn't say exclude it. I'm just saying it was the worst of the three. Yeah. So I can understand when people were like, "What the fuck was Bio Broly?" I get it. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand it was a step further in the wrong direction. But first Broly movie was Pinnacle Broly. I think there's been no better form of the story that people liked. Like, that was, everybody is, and there's been multiple times of them telling a story where the Z Fighters really don't have many options. They're in serious distress, but not like they were with Broly, where that nigga, I don't know if you remember, he ran, blasted two niggas, punted fucking Piccolo, and didn't lose any fucking momentum.
No.
Like, he wasn't giving,
and was still,
Vegeta was crying in a corner half the fucking movie.
Clothesline Trunks and Gohan, fucking field goaled Piccolo, and was still juggling Goku.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that was the level of, like, they had no fucking chance of beating Broly.
He was the first one to walk through a Kamehameha.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So that's all. That's all I'm saying.
But all that is dope. It's just when I get to that nigga's character, I don't even like his motivation. You cried because you mad because Goku cried as a baby?
Yeah, that's all. That's
no,
all.
I don't. That's ass. What?
But again,
you have no beef with the nigga that tried to murder you?
Nope. He gave no fucks about none.
That don't make no damn sense.
For the simple fact, and
their beef was with Vegeta in the second one, and as it should have been.
Yeah. No, that was legit. I again, not knocking it. I'm just saying the fact that he had such a simplistic motive.
Yeah.
It was simple. It didn't take a convoluted.
And fucking put it this die way. Hard about it.
And here's
it was so simple yet so fucking cavalier.
Dead serious. Here's why I say I fucks with Broly, and then we got to cut to commercial because we're way over commercial time. And this is why I fuck with Broly. We literally just had a discussion trying to remember lore for something simple as the Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
And had to have a 30-minute conversation trying to figure the fuck out. But we go to Broly, and Broly was like, "Oh, Goku was whining, so we had to fuck him up." And proceeded to fuck him, everybody that was in his way, an entire planet, his son, his grandson. He don't give a fuck if you look like Kakarot. He had a problem with Goten. Didn't know it was his son. He thought it was Goku, and it was like, I'm finna fuck him up right now. I have to, and that was his whole motivation, and was relentless.
To the point. I don't know what the last. Go to commercial.
Go to commercial.
I don't know if you remember. Trunks was a little shit that entire movie.
Oh yeah, but all his movies, he's an asshole.
Yeah, but maybe don't be an asshole to the monster.
Oh, yeah,
so that nigga pulled his pants down and mooned him. He peed on him and shot him in the face. Mm-hmm. And he was still on Goten ass. Like, I don't even give a fuck. You don't even look like Vegeta. I don't know who you belong to. That nigga is insane.
On bumpers, nigga. Immediate.
I don't think he recognized Gohan until he said, "I'm Gohan." Oh, okay.
Right. The fuck? And that was where you fucked up. Play that meme when you need it. And this is the moment where he knew he fucked up. Because he was on his ass right after. Like, all right. Cool, now I'm fucking all you niggas up.
Oh, word, I remember you.
Mm-hmm. I barely remember you because you got hit twice and flew, but I mean, it is what it is. And again, I'm not saying
another really fucking weird timeline placement because Gohan knows Super Saiyan. But they weren't at the point where they were doing the only Super Saiyan. Remember? Around that time. Because the only placement you could do is in the time waiting before the Cell games.
That's where it was. That was the time place.
But Goku and Goten were doing the full time Super Saiyan thing then.
Are you talking about the second movie or the first movie?
I'm talking about the first movie.
So the first movie, Goten and Trunks weren't in.
No, I'm saying the first movie takes place. The only place you can squeeze it in is in the wait.
The wait between
for the Cell games.
For the Cell games. That's the placement of it.
But by then, Gohan and Goku were doing the full time Super Saiyan thing in the story.
So here's
you can't really put. You can't. It's funny to place it there
because I'm not mistaken.
Broly is stronger than Cell
by a long shot.
So that also don't like y'all would be going to a weaker threat. So if that happened before the Cell games.
So here's the reason why, and this is non-canon explanation, but this is the movie explanation of why it worked. So because if I'm not mistaken, Gohan still had long hair in the first Broly movie, did he not?
No.
Okay.
He had his Cell Saga cut.
Okay, so I was just making sure because I don't remember if he had long or short hair in the
because
movie.
They were doing a picnic and Goku and Chi-Chi were at a interview for him to go to school.
Right. So yeah, that makes perfect sense then. So the only reason why they just didn't do full Super Saiyan was because of the fact that it was burning energy consistently, and what they were trying to do before Cell games was we need to get used to losing energy consistently. Once it gets to fight mode, they're like, all right, we can turn it on and off as we need it, because at that point they got much better at turning it on and off.
Yeah.
Right. So during a fight, you're gonna want to, like pre-fight, you're gonna want to turn it off, conserve energy in case of a threat. You're like, all right, this might be a situation.
They were at a picnic.
What I mean is during the fight.
I'm talking about before
just
all
during
of
the
that.
picnic.
The only way you can squeeze in is for Gohan at least to have been Super Saiyan the whole movie.
Right, but at the same time, if he's going to school,
he wasn't in school. Yeah.
What I'm saying is he was going. The point was he was going to.
Goku would not have been Super Saiyan because he was going to an interview.
Right. So and same thing for Gohan. Gohan is going to.
So since I'm taking it off, you can take it off.
Right.
Type shit.
Yeah.
You
exactly.
Can relax.
Exactly. It's just
I gotta do it. Okay.
Bring it down for a minute. On top of the fact that Gohan's, because the whole thing was they're gonna see us multiple times. We're not gonna be in fight mode consistently, and now you gotta explain. Well, you just had blonde hair a week ago, and now all of a sudden you ain't got blonde hair.
Well, no, that during that period they were only staying in Super Saiyan.
Right, but what I'm saying is after the fact of interviews and shit like that, they would have not been in Super Saiyan once they defeated Cell, is what I'm saying.
They hadn't gone to the, they hadn't even had like Goku and Cell took place after the Broly movie. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? Because that's where it would have taken place. Is right after it would have been.
No, it would have been right before the Cell games.
Broly, what I'm saying is Broly would have been before Cell games. Then Cell would have happened.
Then it would have been Cell versus Goku and Gohan versus Cell.
Right.
Yeah.
Secondary reason, and this is just basic in lore answering for why you're going to a weaker fight, was the simple fact of this fact that they said Goku said he couldn't have beat him, but then at some point revealed that he could have, but he was trying to allow Gohan to become the next guy.
Yeah.
Then they retroactively changed it where they were like, oh no, I just couldn't beat him. That wasn't the actual lore. The lore was I could have won, but I needed Gohan to be able to take over at some point. And this was a good fight for him to step up because he knew, even in a hyperbolic time chamber, he has the ability to do it. I need to push him so he can do it. I'm always the one pushing myself. Now it's his turn. So then they retroactively said, no, fucking Cell's actually stronger than Goku, which was a bullshit retroactive change.
Okay. Since we're on Goku and a Dragon Ball topic, how do you feel about him canonically doing the same thing with Boo and Gotenks?
Oh, doing the same thing with him?
Because that is still part of the canon that I could have beat Boo, but I wanted Goten and Trunks. I mean, he was dead.
Yeah.
And didn't think he could come back. So that makes sense.
Yeah, no. But at this...
it was more of a necessity for Goten and Trunks to step up than Gohan.
Now I have a question. In Super, is Goku dead?
No.
So how the fuck are they going to kill him before the rest of that shit happens?
What do you mean? For the rest of what happens?
Because oh, no, never mind. I was going to say, wasn't he dead in the beginning of GT?
No.
But no, he was alive again, so never mind.
Yeah, no, he had went off.
Right.
to train Oob.
Right. That's all it was. I don't know why, like, for a split second, I was like, no, he
went
dead.
to live in his village. I don't know why he couldn't visit his family.
Because it's
with
Goku.
just living in... But they village ain't have a lot of shit. You honestly might have doing better taking a nigga home with you.
Yeah, but it's Goku.
Shit.
You think Chi-Chi was going to allow him to train 24/7 like he wanted to?
No.
Thank you. He knew what he had to do. He's not an absentee dad.
I still want to see the extent of that because I think that with everything that we know now, GT Oob is supposed to be a lot stronger.
Yeah. they kind of crutched him again. But again,
so I need like we all like that's the thing. That's the thing about it. We're all talking about this 7-year period. We still need to think about what the fuck happens after the last episode of Z, because we haven't gotten there yet. We need to figure what the fuck is that post going to look like.
It's going to be very simple. They're going to answer it like they answered everything else. They're just going to rewrite it. They're just going to rewrite it.
Because they're not... No, I'm saying I'm fine with that. But what after? After we do all this catch up, after we... Like...
You're saying like once they get to the Oob part.
Once they fucking fly off with Goku and Oob, then what? I want to know what that looks like.
Fuck if I know.
I want to know if we're going to get more content of, are we going to get adult Pan? Are we going to get adult Oob?
Pretty much rewritten GT, where it's in continuity.
If it's canon, I'm sure.
Well, they said it's not canon, but I mean, the stories could still be used. I don't see why they wouldn't revisit, Baby and shit like that.
I'm not mad at our ideas of fucking turning the last 2 villains into movies.
Yeah, again, they could, but no, because movies are canon now.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't work because they're already outwriting that anything that happened. They're saying the story of GT wouldn't work with what they're doing with Super.
No, I know that. I'm saying you can take those concepts though, because now we have 17. We have the actual original Android 17 in the canon on the team.
Right, which wouldn't work.
So I'm saying, now we can get of the villains are in hell, make their own android, and then now we have them trying to kidnap and corrupt our canon actual good guy 17.
But again,
I wouldn't mind seeing that movie.
But then at the same time, you still have to either end up killing 17.
No, just remove brainwashing.
They fused. They fused the two 17s into Hell 17.
Yes, I'm saying they could change the method so where there's a way to separate them.
So again, retroactively fucking with some shit that actually works for me. I'd leave it alone, is what I'm saying. I would think they would revisit it.
Well, what I'm saying is, because I don't want to get 17 back just to kill him.
Yeah, man. What I'm saying is, just don't do it. Leave 17. Leave the 17.
Make a new android.
But they did because they had 13, which they also won't allow to be 13 anymore.
Well, yeah, because with 13 you got the same problem as Broly.
What you mean?
Placement.
But I'm just saying, just again, like they did with Broly, just re-bring him in. You already brought in the Red Ribbon Army again, so why not bring in a new android? Call him 13.
Oh yeah,
same story, just placement.
I'm not saying
later.
that can't happen. It might.
Right. But what I'm saying is do that instead of fucking with 17. Leave 17 out of it.
The next... Damn. Nah, I just thought about it. Nah, I'm fucked up. They could have had 17 show up in Superhero.
Could have.
Damn. Because I even like that they expanded to say, okay, while we were here doing this, Trunks and Goten was on 17's island doing Ranger shit. That was cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see more 17.
How about this? And I have a good way to fix everything Dragon Ball related in a simple sentence. Just leave it alone. I think they should just end the series. Not like right now, but like you have the peak of Goku and Vegeta both having 2 new forms. 2 god level forms that I don't think they should even attempt to work past, but it's Dragon Ball, they're going to. You should just have one more serious enemy and then end the show there.
You want to know
Leave it alone after that.
You want to know what I really think is going to happen? I hypothesize that the next Dragon Ball Super movie is going to be Oob.
You think so?
We already got, because we've already hit several story beats that we've rehashed.
Mm-hmm.
We had the deity arc, which was either original Dragon Ball with Goku meeting Kami, or the beginning of Z with Goku meeting King Kai.
Right.
We've had the Frieza movie. We've had now
Cell
come back. Oob is highly tied to Majin Buu, which is the only villain left. I could see the next movie being Oob related with Majin Buu, and then that's going to take us to whatever the fuck the end of Z or after is going to be.
Right. Then, if that's the case, do that. But for the love of God, that's where they should end it.
No, nigga.
I think
that's
so.
Because we have to get Oob content now.
No, just leave it off as that. Like, they have Oob.
You want the legit ending to be
With Oob.
Goku and Oob flying off into the sunset.
In the sunset and call it from there. I think they should just leave it. Here's why.
And then just deal with what? The spinoff shit now?
No, just the show's over.
We're not. No,
The show's
nigga,
over,
we
nigga.
cannot have no more Dragon Ball. He just picked a successor.
I know, and the successor should do his damn job and fucking just tie that bitch with a nice bow and leave it the fuck alone. Not everything needs to be touched with. And here's the reason why I say so.
Not everything should last forever.
No, for the love of
it's
God.
not gonna last forever.
Here's the reason why I'm saying it. Because think about what just happened recently. Think about Pokemon and how they finally tied that bitch off with a nice bow. But what I'm saying is everybody's happy with Ash. They're done with Ash and they're happy.
Actually, some shit just came out that pissed me off.
Oh
go
my
ahead.
fucking God.
Yeah, you're gonna be. Yeah.
No, I'm already pissed off.
Like it. I don't think you're gonna like it at all. Go ahead, continue.
But what I'm saying is what they apparently you had done with Ash is give him the fucking championship. He did what he was supposed to do.
Yes.
And now he should be done. Move on to a new character or end the series entirely. No more.
So they are, and this is just news that anime news I've read about in the past week. They are moving on with new protagonists, but they did say that Ash, you're gonna see Ash sooner than you think.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely ridiculous.
And he's still gonna be 10. No. They said the creator said that she really wants that nigga to be 10 forever.
Okay, so then here's how you do it then. And this is, I can allow this. If you're going to have Ash still be 10, like you said, have new protagonists, and Ash is just an afterthought. You know what I mean?
He is, but I still won't be happy because let that nigga grow up. But
no, I'm fine with it.
He's going to show up eventually in the show.
Right.
Which I feel like we kind of knew.
Yeah, that's fine if he's just like somebody that they run into.
He's the champion. So he should show up down the line.
Right. But again, he's champion now.
Be older.
But how long? But don't forget, they crown new champions in their version yearly.
Yearly?
In a sense. Every time it's like a yearly run.
Yeah, but there are they do frame it as multi-year
right.
champions.
But those people are winning multi-years is what I'm saying. They're defending their title. Think of it like that.
Yeah.
Ash barely can win once. So the best way to do it is to have Ash as champion and then show him either dethroned or re-winning. But that's where and that's all Ash should be. Is he's the champion, he's here, he's an afterthought now. You know what I mean? People are maybe aspiring to be like Ash. I think he's the youngest champion, period.
Yeah. I was actually, the nigga's 10.
Yeah.
I was actually hoping that there was a bit of a time skip.
I don't think it has to be. Just make sure he's not the main character is all I'm saying.
I'm saying, with the shit that they just said, I could see that the first episode, that nigga on the news winning, and that influences the new kids.
Right. That could be
That don't do shit for me. They want this nigga to grow up.
But what I'm saying is if you do it that way, who's to say he's still champion? after
by the time they get ready to challenge.
Right.
They probably will be.
What I'm saying is I think what they want is they want to challenge and dethrone Ash again. Or either dethrone Ash or show he got better in his time frame and he's finally developing as a better trainer. Because kind of the run of the joke is Ash is a shit trainer. He's always been kind of shitty.
His team placement has always been pretty ass.
Really ass. And he just kind of bum rushes his way through. Again, he finally won his championship with Pikachu versus Charizard, which in most Pokemon terms ain't gonna win. It's never gonna fucking win.
But this also is the same Pikachu that beat the Onix.
True.
So.
Which, again, doesn't work. But, again, I will allow it because that's Ash in a nutshell. If you want Ash to go on top, you got to let him be on top his way.
Yeah.
But he should either be dethroned or shown that he's developing into a sense of a real trainer. That's fine, but make him a side thought and follow the new characters now. You know what I mean?
That shit just sounded real wrestling.
But
that shit just sounded real wrestling.
In a sense, that's kind of what...
We gonna put the belt on you and then let the belt develop you.
Yeah. But in a sense, though, I'm not even lying.
I'm not bad at it because it's
that's
worked
what
a couple
Pokemon
times.
is. That's what Pokemon is, though. In a sense, it is just a wrestling storyline through and through. It's a lot of people trying to come up, and it's
go play WWE.
This fucking guy. So yeah, no, I'm not against it, but as long as the way that they have to do it for it to be okay is he has to be such an afterthought that he's cameoing in a show that, let's be honest, Ash is.
Well, no, yeah, he's got to be a cameo.
But that's if that's the case, that's fine.
That don't fix it for me.
He has to be cameoed and it has to be not important.
I need that nigga to be old. He's gonna be important regardless. But I
in
need
the
that
sense
nigga to
of
be older.
he's just a champion and that's it.
Well, yeah, because the champions don't show up that often.
Exactly. If that's as often as he shows up, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you gonna see him on when they got a TV in the room and it's on the news.
That's fine.
That's where you're gonna see.
If
Ash.
if it's them actively going against Ash, that's as far as he should be.
Actively going. We shooting to get to where we can challenge.
No, right. Well, that's what I'm saying. But there should be at least one episode or two where they're actively in a battle against Ash. Other than that, that's fine. There should be no more Ash.
How do you feel about it being two? Like they're splitting the role of main character.
That's fine. They've kind of done that anyway, in a sense.
Not
as much as Ash, but there's been other stories where there's other main characters.
I prefer those.
They've done a full story for Red now.
I don't like Ash. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't like Ash.
Well, that's because you were a Digimon kid and you just don't respect.
Yeah, I was a Digimon kid, but also I respected that the Digimon kids grew up.
Yeah, but again, it's not the story is the 10-year-old Ash, developing into becoming the Pokemon master.
Be 10 for 2 decades. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fine. I get that, but the point is what we wanted was him to win at that age. He was just starting, and you want him to get to the goal. There is no end goal for Digimon, so the fucker did you want them to do?
Because the main problem I have with it is because you're saying that 11 different Pokemon series is encapsulated in 365 days. That is a lot for me to accept. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, the nigga traveled. Fuck you mean?
God damn, nigga.
That's all. He moved.
For this to happen in a 1 calendar year of not even 1 calendar year because the nigga ain't had a birthday yet. So in 360 days, 11 series. It's just a little wild.
Just saying, like that's kind of the point of the story.
Them niggas have had definitely had multiple winters in 1 year. It's a long fucking year.
No, because he's traveled. You got to think he's traveled to multiple
ecologies and
geological locations, not ecologies, my guy. You're dying here. You're dying on the throne. No, I'm fine. I'm fine with them leaving Ash the way he is. You don't have to age him. Age him later, whatever. But the story should have been was 10-year-old Ash on this journey. He completed his journey.
Do you think people are going? I wanted them to move past Ash. I don't know if the same level of people are going to care now that Ash isn't there.
Nah, it's still going to be the same level of love. Because what people like is the story of Pokemon. We love Ash, don't get me wrong.
Y'all love Ash.
But that's why I said we, motherfucker. We love Ash, we love his story. But the whole point and the popularity of Pokemon was you yourself becoming a Pokemon trainer. That's why the games are popular. That's why all the content is popular. That's why the card game's popular.
But I still think that a draw of the show was Ash's story of becoming. I think that was. I don't know how much love these two little niggas is gonna get.
I think that was a draw of the anime. Depending on
right. I'm only talking about anime.
Okay, then that's fine. Yeah, there's too much content past the anime.
Yeah, no, the games are gonna be fine. I'm only talking about the anime.
Again, it depends.
Which I wasn't watching the anime anyway.
So then it depends on how they write the characters. That's all it is. That's like any other story. It's if the characters are good, we're gonna be fine. Put it this way: think of Legend of Korra. We fucked with Aang. We liked airbending. They still had all of that shit in Korra, but nobody fucked with what they did to airbending and what they did to bending in general, and what they did to the storyline, and what they did to the Avatar state, and then you throw Korra on top, and we're like, we don't fuck with none of this shit. We have a problem all across the board. So it wasn't, a lot of people are like, oh, you just don't like Korra. No, we don't like everything. She's just the one worst part of it.
I just think it sometimes is weird when you have such shoes to fill. Yeah. Like they don't have this problem in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cycle is 2 to 3 years and you're getting a new pro tag anyway.
Yeah.
But with Ash being there for 2 decades, it's just a little. I assume I probably liken it to the same issues as when they first fully redid the Power Rangers cast.
Right. But here's the thing,
which is like Turbo.
But did the Power Rangers has not died off yet? It's still heavily popular.
No, it was a gamble that they won.
Right. And again, as long as you incorporate a cameo or two here and there, you keep like they did when they did Turbo. They had Tommy in there in the beginning, then they replaced him. Then everybody was fresh. Yeah. And we're like, all right, everybody's new, but we still fuck with all these new characters because you allowed us to enjoy the new characters. Yeah. All the character bases were fine. That's fine. To your point though, when it came to Yu-Gi-Oh, I actually dropped off Yu-Gi-Oh profusely once Yu-Gi was gone. Once Yu-Gi was gone,
I feel like you're not alone.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. And that's more so not because I didn't enjoy the card game. It was because I didn't care for the new characters. I don't remember what series this was, but once they got to going to school to play Yu-Gi-Oh,
GX, yeah,
that's I was like, yeah, I can't get behind this because it's now not a card game with high stakes. Now it's everybody's doing this thing, and I'm like, the stakes aren't there for me. The intensity isn't there. It might have shown up. I'm not saying it didn't, but
they definitely had to save the world.
Presented differently where I didn't get behind it right away. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, let me tell you about the one where they saved the world on motorcycles.
Yeah, no, I seen that shit too. And I'm just, when they were having full ass fucking NASCAR races and doing Yu-Gi-Oh duels, I'm like, you could have just did a fucking NASCAR anime and I would have watched it. You don't need to mix fucking. Look, man, I watched the Hot Wheels fucking show and that show was dope. That show was the shit. I can get behind most concepts as anime if the story and characters are done well. Mixing two heavy genres like that was just like, you're doing too much and I don't need it.
I personally put both of those series above the original.
Really?
That's why, but those are the 3 OG pro tags.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they got a movie that, all right, we got to bust them other 2 niggas in too, because they already had they fucking No Way Home with Yugi, Yusei, and Jaden. But damn, now
came well after Spider-Man, but just saying, Spider-Man did it first.
Not the trio.
Not Marvel.
I'm not talking about the trio movie.
Right.
Bonds Beyond Time
what
came
I'm saying
out a long
is,
time ago.
But what I'm saying is, the bringing multiple characters together concept was done in Spider-Man animated series in the 90s.
Oh, well, yes.
That's all I'm saying. Yes. Just want everybody to remember that that concept has been done.
I remember the Secret Wars where the niggas was chess tables for Madam Web and all that.
Exactly. Yeah. A lot of people forget that shit and they're just like, Spideyverse was the shit. And I'm like, it's good.
Yeah,
not that shit though.
No, yeah, the Secret Wars was a sick ass arc, and it's on Disney Plus. Y'all should go watch that. That was a sick ass arc. Madam Web was as questionable as always. Just can't really never trust that bitch. Boy.
No, I mean, but that's what makes her perfect. And mind you, what was that? The Shattered Dimensions when they brought her back again. Anything with Madam Web is fucking incredible, mind you.
Great ass game.
That was a fucking phenomenal game. I
loved the Deadpool level.
Was there a Deadpool level?
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta play that game one more time though.
But it was the regular one, not 99 or Noir.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember what you're talking about. Okay.
It might have been Ultimate. I think it was Ultimate Deadpool, so it might have been the Ultimate Universe.
Okay. I got to play that shit one more time. So, yeah, I think that leads up into two, predominant episodes for next time around. So, now the fact that we've discussed Dragon Ball lore and twice mentioned Spider-Man, I think it's time for
Pokemon.
And Pokemon. But, again, I don't want to debate Pokemon versus Yu-Gi-Oh! For the simple fact.
Oh, no, I don't consider them the same lane at all. Except morning cartoons.
Right, it's morning cartoons, and I think those two things are where a lot of kids kind of split off in their own, this is what we're going to stick with.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of collectively liked multiple things, but you were either Team Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Team Pokemon.
Yeah.
And not that I don't think they're debatable, I think we're just the wrong two people to debate them, because we're both heavily aligned on our sides, and it's hard.
You was into the Pokemon TCG?
Yeah. Oh. I fucking loved Pokemon. There's not much shit Pokemon related that I didn't get into.
I had I would get cards from now and then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hater because the Pokemon display was always so much bigger than the Yu-Gi-Oh display in the hood stores.
Yeah,
I was always so fucking tight. Target, Walmart, Walgreens.
Now I will say this, just so I'm at least honest. I've only played it maybe 4 times. Just because at that point when I was playing card games like that, it's difficult. Just like when I first learned Yu-Gi-Oh! It was difficult. So I just kind of changed lanes, but I was like, I like Pokemon better, but I can't get behind this card game because I don't get it because I'm fucking 9.
Word.
I don't understand this shit thoroughly, but.
I don't think the people that I do know, people that actually are play.
There's
Pokemon TCG.
Yeah, no.
Most of the big people in it are just collectors because the shit's rare.
Yeah, no. But I never really got behind it that way either. I enjoy Pokemon, at least the card system of it. I just liked it because I like collecting. I like collecting in general. Same way where I am with Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. I just like collecting cards because they're cool. I play every once in a while. I tried to teach Kelly how to play, but I was just like, you know what? It's gotten so fucking unnecessary to me now where I'm just I remember the good old days. I showed a TikTok a while back. I'm just motherfuckers were making up their own rules when I first started. We're just doing whatever, just trying to have some fucking fun. And now that the rule set is pretty it's out there, I won't say it's simplified, but it's simpler than it was before. It's still too much for me where I'm just I'm not having fun anymore.
I haven't thought about it, but I don't think I would be too bad about teaching people how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like for the people that I really fuck with, I know enough to I could throw out some shit that you would probably fuck with and then just teach you that.
Right.
Have you that I have enough range of decks to throw you in different situations to fight against.
Yeah.
I feel like I could train some niggas. If you would like to learn Yu-Gi-Oh, hit comment and then I'll set up a consultation. We have to
charge niggas to learn.
I'm not even necessarily charging, but I'll have to get a consultation to get a feel for the person,
right?
To see their methodology. I'm dead ass. There is methodology that go in some decks, unless you just one of them niggas that I want the biggest gun, but not having the biggest gun don't mean you gonna win.
Yeah, no,
I know my shit better.
No, expensive
ass cards, fucking work your shit. But
and I get it, and I think that's why I slowly fell out. But that's me in general. I fall out of a lot of shit, and the only term I can use is when a meta becomes a thing, and then I'm like, all right, if I can't just play and have fun, and there's no, you have to do these 4 or 5 sets of things to do to win most of your scenarios. Just like I don't get into fighting games. For the simple fact,
that's why I fell off of Fighter Z.
Yeah, it's dude, you changed the fact that they changed the game for frame systems and shit. I'm just dude, I just want to do a combo, throw a Kamehameha wave, and turn this shit off. I don't want to learn shit. And then you wonder why niggas turn on Budokai and Tenkaichi. Because that's all the fuck it was. It was who could throw a blast.
Because everybody's combo is... everybody got the same combo string.
The fucking same.
You just do different shit.
And niggas was happy. Everybody is happy.
Fucking pink. Could not get... That is how we have managed to an hour later circle back to Tenkaichi 3. Can I get a PS5 remaster at least?
Nah, because they'll fuck with it.
No, I don't need them to fuck with it.
You know why
they'll fuck with it because they'll put
frame the information in it.
No, not that. Because they try to do a fucking online system, and that's what will fuck it up.
Yeah, that always fucks it up. So here's my. I got an answer. It just came to me just now.
They not gonna put out a new game with no online.
No.
Unless you throw it on Switch, because that's online as ass anyway.
Well, yeah, no. It's getting better. It's getting better. I'm not saying it's good. It's just getting better.
The Switch has been alive a long time to be getting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in Switch's defense, that's the only company that I can guarantee you has a plethora of fun games. Yeah. A plethora of fun games. So I'll drop out online.
Co-op that bitch.
You're right. Just couch co-op the bitch. Drop online for me to have fucking fun.
Okay.
So here's how you fix fighters for all people. You just have two systems. You have tournament, or you'll call it like competitive mode, where that's where you do all your updates. And then you have day one mode for everybody else. However the game came out, whatever the frames are, whatever the button combinations are, you change nothing.
That's lazy. Well, no, they wouldn't, because they're lazy, because then that would take twice as long to develop new characters and DLC and shit.
No, because you would just not touch them. So what I'm saying is you can still add shit to it. What I'm saying is when you release it, like every old game that ever existed before the internet, when you released it, that's what it was. That's what I had an issue with Dragon Ball FighterZ, is when the game released, I played it and I had a lot of fun. I wasn't even great at it, but I was getting better slowly. Then they changed Goku's time.
So you want a version that is
untouched,
unpatchable,
unpatched, even if it's broken. Some niggas like broken games and characters.
Pretty fucking broken.
And
I don't think
what I'm saying is come up with one version. You know, weird concept. I think make the game and then
definitive version.
No, not even definitive. More so just because that would include
cost more money,
right? And it would cost them to change the game consistently and then resell it, which I'm already have an issue with. No, it's a simple concept. Make a game, test it, release it, and whatever happens, happens. If you fucked up, own it. Just like every other broken game from 2006 back. Oh shit, we made a bad game. This character's a little fucked. You know what we did when we played GoldenEye? Don't you dare pick that little midget ass nigga, because that's unfair to us. You know that the nigga's shorter than the rest of us. And then we all collectively, as players, said, picking that nigga, you're a bitch. And that's how we handled that situation. And if you were a bitch and you own being a bitch, you still picked him. And you won, but we all collectively called you a bitch. And we were fine with it. Sometimes there will be that broken character that's unfair. And we, as a collective group of gamers, will just call that guy a bitch.
But
and that's it.
I feel like most people won't go for that because in an unpatchable game, you can't do DLC.
Well, no. What I'm saying is don't change the character. If the character's frame is this, don't edit it like what they did with like what I'm saying.
But I'm saying the new characters are gonna come out already edited because that's how new character cycles work. So they're also
what I'm saying
would
is,
have to make a second dumbed down version of that character
so then
to put both out. That's what I'm saying.
So then,
unless the DLC is only in rank,
then fine, right? The DLC can be only in rank, but you could do this way then. And here's an even better version: Smash Bros. That shit. Just don't tweak any of the characters ever. There's a lot of cheap characters in Smash Bros. We all know there's a handful of cheap characters in Smash Bros. You know what you do? You suck it the fuck up. And just like, you know what? Whatever, man. You finna play as Jigglypuff and you get to float halfway across the fucking map. That's some bitch shit, but whatever. We deal with it. And you know what? You know what's one of the most popular games of all time? Fucking Smash Bros. A game that has just added character after character after character and hasn't fixed or changed shit for anybody else. Everybody else is still the same shit. You know what? I'm actually pissed off? The few characters that they did fucked with. I liked how Link played in the last two games. Why the fuck did you make him Breath of the Wild Link? Maybe just make Breath of the Wild Link two separate characters.
No, because then people would complain about that.
No, nobody complained about 13. There's already 4 Links. Add one more fucking Link. There's Breath of the Wild Link, there's Toon Link, there's Young Link, there's fucking Original Link. That's it. We're fine with that. Just like there's fucking 4 Marios. There's fucking 3 fucking Peaches. Who gives a shit? No one cares. We got 900 characters in this goddamn game. Pick one you like, and we'll fucking play and have fun.
Is Smash the only game that has not, like, I don't even know how to say this. I feel like Smash should have a bigger fucking character screen.
All they did was just zoom
more
out.
available slots. I mean,
nah, that's the only one. All they did was just slowly zoom out as you got more. I don't know if you remember when you first got Smash Brothers, it was just zoomed in. Then as you added characters, it just slowly zoomed away so you could see more of the dead space. Yeah, and then there's like 3 different systems for Smash Bros. So you can have it where it lists all the characters. If you want, you can have it where it shortens it, and each character has like all their variations on one picture.
I guess I'm just asking for more characters in Smash without asking for more characters in Smash. Like if they just said fuck it and turned every fucking trophy into their own character,
that would be cool.
Finally fucking play a Shadow.
But I mean, that's what the mod community is for, man. They'll just mod Sonic in a Shadow.
Like, they done slapped Shadow in the face so many times.
Yeah, but that's because nobody respects Shadow.
They don't really make that. The only time that nigga get like full shine and not even really full shine is in the Olympic Games.
True. But it's not real full shine because they're all dumbed down just so they can kick it with Mario.
Yeah.
Oh, well. This has been an episode because we're well over time, I'm sure. Do the things you're supposed to do. Like, comment, subscribe, follow him, follow me.
In the comment section, talk about one childhood fandom that you don't want, that you either don't want touched or wish you could go back to before it was touched. If you a Transformers kid, if you a Beyblades kid, you know, if you was a fucking My Little Pony kid, just talk about comment down below.
And to those who are in the industry, stop remaking games and make some new shit, please, pretty please, with sugar on top. Like I just want something new to play. And with that note, goodbye. Have a nice day. Yeah, fuck you. Get off my show. I'm done here.